Hi, it is Friday morning, 18th of July, and it is 8 a.m. in New York. This channel is Drips Media, and I will be covering financial news from New York stock exchanges before markets open. The regular trading for the U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. My name is Daniela Drips. I will be quickly covering yesterday's closing data, main indexes, and the key companies. Please follow us online.
Good morning. This is Drips Media, lid from New York. Drips Media, the revolutionary digital service that transforms the way you stay informed. With Drips Media, you get real-time news delivered in dynamic short video clips, keeping you updated on the latest headlines as they happen. Our cutting-edge technology curates and condenses top stories. Whether you're on the go or just need a quick update, Drips News ensures you're always in the know, effortlessly. Stay connected, stay informed, and experience news like never before with Drips News.
All three major indices closed lower for the day, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average leading the decline. The Dow fell 1.3%, reversing its six-day winning streak. This downward movement brought the index to close at 40,665.0. The S&P 500 also experienced a downturn, closing at 5,544.6. This represents a 0.8% decrease, marking the second consecutive day of losses for the index. The NASDAQ, heavily weighted towards technology companies, mirrored the S&P 500's trend. It also recorded its second consecutive day of losses, closing down 0.7% at 17,871.2. Turning our attention to the tech sector, we saw a similar story unfold. Apple, a bellwether for the industry, closed at 224.2, marking a 2.1% drop. This is the second consecutive day of losses for the tech giant. Google, another heavyweight in the tech space, also experienced a decline, closing at 177.7. This represents a 1.8% decrease, extending its losing streak to 3 consecutive days. Microsoft, known for its software and cloud computing services, closed at 440.4. This 0.7% dip marks the third consecutive day of losses for the company. These declines in the tech sector, particularly the extended losing streaks for Google and Microsoft, suggest a potential shift in investor sentiment. It remains to be seen whether this is a temporary blip or the beginning of a broader downward trend in the tech industry. Shifting our focus to Amazon, the e-commerce giant, we saw its stock price close at 180.1, reflecting a 1.5% decrease. This marks the second consecutive day of losses for Amazon. Despite this recent dip, the company has shown resilience in the market, boasting a 5-day gain of 2.3% and a month-to-date increase of 7.8%. Looking at Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer, its stock closed at 315.5, down 3.2% for the day. This significant drop marks the fourth consecutive day of losses for Tesla, contributing to a 5-day decline of 6.7%. However, it's important to note that Tesla has experienced substantial growth since the beginning of the year, with a year-to-date increase of 42.1%. Finally, examining Netflix, the streaming entertainment giant, we observed a closing price of $550.8, representing a 0.9% increase. This positive performance marks the end of a 2-day losing streak for Netflix. Despite recent market volatility, Netflix has maintained a positive trajectory this month, with a month-to-date gain of 4.5%. Now, let's delve into some specific stock movements. Amazon continued its downward trajectory, closing at 183.8, a 2.2% drop, marking 2 consecutive days of losses for the e-commerce giant. In contrast, Nvidia, a leading chipmaker, saw its stock price climb by 2.6%, closing at 121.1. This positive movement helped Nvidia reverse its 3-day losing streak, suggesting renewed investor confidence in the company. Tesla, the electric vehicle pioneer, experienced a modest increase, closing at 249.2, a 0.3% gain. This uptick helped Tesla break its previous day's losing streak, offering a glimmer of hope for the automaker after 4 consecutive days of decline. Nvidia, a dominant force in the chip manufacturing sector, closed at 121.1, marking a 2.6% increase for the day. This positive performance allowed Nvidia to break its 3-day losing streak, hinting at a potential resurgence in investor confidence. Despite this recent upswing, Nvidia's stock has experienced a 5-day decline of 4.9% and a month-to-date decrease of 2%. However, the company's year-to-date performance remains impressive, boasting a significant gain of 145%. Over the last 10 days, Nvidia's stock has seen gains on 5 occasions. Meanwhile, the financial sector presented a mixed bag. Bank of America saw its stock price decline for the second consecutive day, closing at 43.0, a 2.2% drop. JP Morgan, another major player in the financial industry, also experienced a downturn, closing at 210.0, a 3.2% decrease, reversing its 3-day winning streak. MasterCard closed the day at 448.7, a slight dip of 0.5%, reversing its previous day's gains. Morgan Stanley, a global financial services firm, closed at 104.8, a 2.0% decrease, also reversing its 3-day upward trend. Visa, another payments processing giant, closed at 269.2, a 1.3% decrease, snapping its 4-day winning streak. These mixed results in the financial sector reflect the overall uncertainty in the market. While some companies managed to maintain their upward momentum, others succumbed to the downward pressure, highlighting the volatile nature of the current market environment. Goldman Sachs, a key competitor, mirrored this negative trend, closing at 350.1, a 1.8% decrease, putting an end to its 2-day winning streak. Despite these recent losses, Goldman Sachs has demonstrated resilience in the market, boasting a 5-day gain of 3.5% and a month-to-date increase of 6.2%. The company's year-to-date performance remains positive, showing a gain of 12.5%. Over the last 10 days, Goldman Sachs has seen gains on 6 occasions. Looking at the broader market performance, it's evident that investors are grappling with uncertainty. The declines in major indices, coupled with the mixed performance of individual stocks, suggest a cautious approach among market participants. Factors such as inflation concerns, potential interest rate hikes, and geopolitical tensions continue to weigh on investor sentiment. Now let's turn our attention to the cryptocurrency market, where we saw a mixed bag of results. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, closed at 64,245.3, a slight increase of 0.2%. This positive movement allowed Bitcoin to reverse its previous day's losses. On the other hand, Dogecoin, a popular meme-based cryptocurrency, continued its downward trajectory, closing at 0.1, a 1.4% decrease. This marks the 3rd consecutive day of losses for Dogecoin, suggesting a potential waning of investor interest. Ethereum, the 2nd largest cryptocurrency, showed resilience, closing at 3,425.9, a 1.1% increase. This positive performance helped Ethereum reverse its two-day losing streak, indicating a possible return of investor confidence. Ethereum, on the other hand, experienced a slight decline, closing at 3,425.9, a 0.1% decrease. This negative movement marks the third consecutive day of losses for Ethereum, suggesting a potential shift in investor sentiment. Despite this recent downturn, Ethereum has shown resilience in the market, boasting a 5-day gain of 1.8% and a month-to-date increase of 4.6%. Shifting our focus back to Bitcoin, the world's leading cryptocurrency, it closed at 64,245.3, a marginal increase of 0.2%. This positive movement allowed Bitcoin to reverse its previous day's losses, indicating a possible stabilization in its price. Looking at its recent performance, Bitcoin has recorded a 5-day gain of 8.5% and a month-to-date increase of 2.5%, demonstrating its continued appeal to investors. Furthermore, Bitcoin has shown remarkable growth since the beginning of the year, with a year-to-date increase of 52%. Over the last 10 days, Bitcoin has seen gains on 6 occasions. These mixed results in the cryptocurrency market highlight the volatility and unpredictability that characterize this emerging asset class. While Bitcoin demonstrates resilience, Ethereum's recent decline suggests a potential shift in investor sentiment. As always, investors are advised to conduct thorough research and exercise caution when navigating the cryptocurrency market.